What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the F1 Clash 2024 series. This is episode number 24 today, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Today we're not going to be trying to use our normal lineup. We're actually going to try to out some of the new drivers that we got in Series 5. Now, if you do remember the previous episode, which was with, we did do some new drivers. We had Leclerc Verstappen debut for us, but we mainly stick with the legendary drivers and Carlos Sainz. But this time around, we're going to be trying out some new drivers here for this Series 5, and in the hopes that we can maybe, get some different results. We're starting off here in Spain, of course, and through the qualifying we go. It's a decent qualifying for both of our drivers, and you will see here it is going to be Webber and Alonso that will start off for us as our rival using Zhou and Madison, presuming the rare Zhou from Series 6. But yes, we are now using the one and only Fernando Alonso here, the great Fernando Alonso, of course. He is a great person to use in this series. He has a decent race start, which is always helpful. His qualifying is not too bad either, and we're giving him a hex boost because his overtaking is his worst, but he is very, very good. So don't get me wrong. This is a great guy to use. You can already see him making some great overtakes. As for Webber, doing his normal job of just running forward, which is always very good. But yeah, I want to try to get some variety within these drivers, just because, while it is nice to win very consistently with obviously the easiest drivers, it can get a little boring at times. So this I thought was a nice way just to, get some variety in, let some of the newer drivers get a shot. And Alonso is not looking too bad at the moment, as he is now into the pits then on this time for a fresh set of medium tires. He'll come out in P22. He'll come out more crucially, however, in clean air, so he should be good to go here. As for Webber, we're going to be trying to do a 4-3-2 here. Again, with Barcelona being 9 laps, it's actually almost impossible to do a one-stop unless we have some incredible tire wear boost, which obviously we don't have, or we don't really want to use. We don't want to use any of those premium boosts, so we're going to just continue on with it. As Alonso, by the way, skipping on to lap number 9, we're actually in a decent position. While one of our rivals is leading, the good thing is that we were bunched up together, which was P10 and P11 respectively. So Alonso will finish P10, Webber will finish P11. The Spanish crowd absolutely loving it, and that should be a win for us, as we will obviously score more points compared to our rival, which is good. So, of course, with Alonso, that was great. It happened very, very nicely there. We didn't have to use too much of a strategy, actually. We are able just to do the normal 2-stop, and it actually ended up working not too bad for us here. We only got a standard crate for our efforts, unfortunately, but we'll just gloss over that. We'll get on right into the next race here as we head to Monaco once again then for Series 5. And this time, well, you're going to see we're going to use a different driver this time, but we're going to let the qualifying do the talking real quick here as we make our way through the final set of corners and across the line, out qualifying both of our rivals, and it's going to be, well, Webber and Leclerc. This time I tried to use Leclerc just because, he had that 10% boost. This was actually still during the Ferrari boost in 2024, and yeah, of course, with him at this Grand Prix, we all know what happened, but maybe this time it'll be a little bit different as we make our way on to lap number 2 here, getting settled into this race nice and easy here. Leclerc is going to be on a 2-stop here. That's why we gave him the hex boost here, to try and also aid with his overtaking, despite the fact that he's getting overtaken as we speak. But Webber, again, doing a 1-stop, and we are, again, both ahead of our rivals, so it's not looking too bad at the moment here. And now that we can do more races in Series 5, starting to use a bit more of a highlight approach compared to simply just talking through 2 straight races and just not saying anything. But yeah, we're here then in this onto lap number 3. Leclerc asking to pit. We're going to pit him on the next lap here. He has just enough tire to make it 3 laps here. We can do a 3-3-2 with Leclerc here simply on the soft tires. That is actually possible. It's just, we'll have to make sure that we maintain our position here. He's up into P12. Actually, he just lost the position. He actually made a great move out of Casino Square there, up into P11 momentarily. But as for Webber, he's looking fine in P10. Not anything really to complain about with him, as he's actually trying to make a move up into P9 then. You may have seen the attack there coming up in red, as well as Leclerc will come into the pits with 2% tire wear, and he will be looking very nice. We'll pit Webber on the next lap, then for a set of hard tires. But with that, we should be pretty much done, actually. We should really not have to worry any much at all about our rival, because he's not looking that close at all here, as Leclerc will come out of the pits in P17, and he will be flying with plenty of battery charge to use as well. Webber will make his way through the tunnel section then very, very nicely. And now Leclerc in towards, I think Leclerc is coming into the tunnel section as we speak. Yes, he just comes out of that right-hander here on towards the tunnel and towards the Nouvelle chicane, which look very nice. Webber pushing his way into the pit stop. He's also got plenty of battery as well, so this is looking very, very clean here for our driver. So this is actually very, very nice. As Webber comes with some hard tires, as you come out of the pits with those hard tires, we have a safety car just as Leclerc crosses the pit line there. Unfortunately, I was very late on reacting. I wasn't paying attention, and the safety car came out just as Leclerc crossed the line there. So, a bit of a frustrating moment, but we can get away with that. We'll get away with that when we move on to lap number 7 then, with Leclerc, by the way, on the hard tires. I put him on the hard tires just to make sure that he would make it to the end, and it's proving very well, because actually if you look at the field spread here, Webber is in 6th, Leclerc is sitting nicely there in, right now was 16th there, and we eventually moves up to P13 then with Webber still in 6th. So it was a very nice result, and actually our rival kind of got screwed over by the pit stops here. He pitted after the safety car, which caused one of his drivers, you can see there, to be all the way back there in P23. So across the line here very, very nicely, 6th and 13th respectively for our drivers. So as another win for us. Leclerc this time not crashing out at Monaco, so that was very, very helpful. Of course, waiting for our rival to finish his race with his other driver, and then we should be good to go on to the next race there. So 2 out of 2 so far, which is very nice here, and we only get a standard crate for our efforts, but I think it was kind of to be expected considering we dominated that race. On to race number 3 with a guy that has one of the weirdest profile picks I have ever seen in my entire life. That had to be one of the most oddest ones ever, honestly. Like, it was so creeped out, honestly. I don't know what I was thinking, but we are on then to the Netherlands for our next race then. Let's see how we do around here. A bit of a laggy moment, but we can move on, and we still out-qualified both of our rivals very nicely there, 11th and 12th, and this time we are spearheaded by Lando Norris. He is our lead driver here, and well, the good thing was it ended up not being that chaotic of a race. It started raining actually on the last bit of the Grand Prix, but we were well onto the dry tires here, and there was really no need to take care of that. So we came home very nicely. Norris did a 1-stop here, and he just about manages to get home with pretty much barely any tires here, as the rain was really starting to pour down on that last bit here. So we got away with not using wet tires there, but had the rain maybe have come a lap earlier, we probably would have been screwed over. But we beat a guy with, again, the weirdest profile pick I've ever seen. So if you're that guy and you're watching this, well, I don't care. Just, you had the weirdest one. We were blessed with an absolute legendary crate then. So more awesomeness here. We finally got a very, very good crate to use here. So, you know, it's about time we got something decent like that. We can also claim a pit pass, which is a gold crate in there as well. Of course, the legendary crate takes a full day to unlock, which is crazy. But in this gold crate, we got some more Piastri here, got some more Spireway, got some more Cold Fusion, some more Blaze, and finally some more Sargent. But for the final race here, we'll head back to the Netherlands then for one more time. Hopefully this guy, like I said, does not have a creepy profile pick like the other one, but making our way then into the qualifying once again. Let's see if Norris and Webber can do us a solid once again, and they will do us a solid once again. A very nice qualifying here, 12th and 13th, with this time Webber out qualifying Norris here. It's going to be a fully dry race then, which is good for us, so we can just stick with the 1-stop with Webber and the 2-stop with Norris here. That is the plan, at least. Yes, we're going to give Hex to Norris here, and we're going to probably give some self-control to Webber just to make sure he makes it to the end. We'll actually take out the Hex because we've used quite a bit of Hex this episode. Don't want to burn too much here. As we go then to the lights, and we should be good to go. Norris on the soft tires, lights out, and away we go. Norris, unfortunately, does not get the best start, but Webber makes it up with a beautiful start of his own. So never fear. Webber is always there to save the day, apparently. And, well, it's going to look good so far because as they make our way through the first sector here. We're still very comfortably in the lead and moving our way onto the last lap then. Again, we were very, very comfortable up front and we didn't have to worry about that. We're letting these guys push to the limit here with them having a full battery here. Norris is on the soft tires here as he's trying to essentially make his way through the pack here. Webber's on the podium. He finishes P3 there. Norris, unfortunately, is down there in P16 there. He'll make a P15 into the chicane, or at least I thought he would. He clearly did not have any intentions to do that, but he'll make a P15 out of that right-hander here, as I think one of the guys there had a puncture there, and he'll come across actually in P14 then as he steals one position at the line, but unfortunately it's no fastest lap. But that's going to be then it for that race. And, well, to cap it off, I think we're going to open that legendary crate. We also got a standard. We're going to get a different crate as well, depending on what kind of crate we get this time around. As we come across the line for the rivals, we'll finish that race off and we can get onwards to doing some crates here, which is a standard crate unfortunately for us, but it's alright, I guess. It doesn't matter. But we can finally open that standard crate. We'll open the we will open some crates in beforehand. We'll see what comes in. We have $8 to spend with the standard crate. Let's see what we get here. Some Motion Wing, some more Spire Wing, some more Blaze Wing, and some more Kevin Magnussen. But we're all here for the other thing, which is to open the legendary crate. So I will end it off here then with the legendary crate. We get some Bucks, we get some more Hex Boost, which is very nice. We get some Curver. We also managed to get some more Ricardo. This was pre-Lawson update. We get some more Sargent. This is also pre Colapinto update here. We're getting some very nice stuff from Series 5 here. We get some more Surge as well, and finally some more Fury. And that's going to be it. Thank you, everyone.